Hi everyone, Don Genova here with my first Foodie Friday of 2023, so Happy New Year. And it's been a great year at Russell Books and lots of great books on the bookshelves when it comes to cookbooks as usual. We're right in the middle of Victoria winter. Not so much snow, except for that bit before Christmas, but cold and wet sometimes, and we need some comfort food. So I sought out A Simple Feast, a year of stories and recipes to savor and share by Diana Yen and the Jewels of New York. Who are the Jewels of New York? Well, actually it's a creative studio, four-person creative studio. They're into cooking, food styling, photography, menu consulting, and special event catering. And this book is divided into a year of recipes divided by the season. So I, of course, went to winter, and nothing like a good soup to make you feel better when it's damp and wet and chilly outside. So the first one I made is a roasted tomato and garlic soup. And this, you don't need fresh tomatoes for it. You can use canned tomatoes. You take the tomatoes out of the can, you drain away the juice from them, save it for your stock afterwards, and roast the tomatoes in the oven. And when you're roasting the tomatoes, you roast some garlic too, and you put all of that together in the soup, and oh boy, the tomatoes and the garlic become super sweet, and it's a fantastic, really homey, nice meal in a bowl. Second bowl, even heartier, heirloom bean soup with crispy kale. Now, I didn't have heirloom beans, so I used white cannellini beans. They're easy to get at most grocery stores, and you're topping it with crispy kale. Now, I've made kale chips before, but for some reason, the recipe for the kale chips in this book, best ever. And just really add some nice texture, some crunch to the soup as you're serving it. So two fantastic recipes from A Simple Feast by Diana Yen and the Jewels of New York. Second book, double awesome Chinese food. Irresistible and totally achievable recipes for my Chinese American kitchen. This is by Andrew, Irene, and Margaret Li. I like that they say totally achievable. All the dishes in here are meant to be served family style. There's great listings of a basic and advanced pantry items for the Chinese pantry. Lots of great tips to take the mystique out of Chinese cooking. Now, the first thing that I made was salt and pepper chicken wings. So it doesn't sound so special, salt and pepper. Well, wait a minute. The salt and pepper that you make is actually with toasted peppercorns, 3 or 4 different kinds of peppercorns. I put in some black peppercorns and some Szechuan peppercorns and some pink peppercorns. That all gets toasted, ground up together. You sprinkle that on the chicken wings and just bake them in the oven, and they are totally addictive. And I'm telling you, buy twice as many when you go to the store, because your first batch will go down so easily. You want to have a second batch right away. And making the Szechuan peppercorn roast and salt and that, you get enough that you can do at least a couple of batches of these. The second dish I did from here, scallion pancakes, or green onion cakes, also known as. I first ate these when I used to live in Edmonton. It was a specialty from a particular Edmonton restaurant, and they were so good. And they used to have them all the time at all the different outdoor fairs they had in Edmonton. I kind of miss them when I moved away. You can buy them frozen. There are a few restaurants that sell them, but they're just not the same. Make them from scratch. Yes, it's a little bit of work, but they are so tasty, and there's a nice little dipping sauce that goes with them as well. Finally, more roasting. Roasted broccoli, the beef and broccoli dish, famous Chinese dish. This one is made with pan-seared beef cut into thin strips. You roast the broccoli to the point where it's getting charred, and it has a fantastic sauce that goes with it. Soy, garlic, ginger, oyster sauce, fish sauce, a little bit of hot sauce in there. Really, really yummy. And again, great dish to serve family style. And these are all great dishes that you could make for Lunar New Year, which is next Friday, the 20th. It's the year of the rabbit. Gung hei fat choi. That's it for this week's Foodie Friday. I'll have a few more Asian recipes for you next week. But in the meantime, I'm Don Genova. Bye for now.